How's it going, guys? We're here to check out the Valentine skins. Sorry the video's a little bit late, but pretty much my server was broken all yesterday, and by the time I got fixed, I just couldn't get the video done anymore, so I had to do it this morning, and I've been having complication after complication. But we finally got it. We're here. Let's see. Can we wave? I don't. I guess not. That's the wrong key. Anywho, we're here, and note to people, man, there was so much stuff to pick through. But a lot of it's kind of same as well, so it's been a very hard one. I narrowed the list down to 57, and there's some people out there submitted like 4 or 5 things. I didn't show all of it. If you do a clothing set, here's kind of like an unspoken rule, so to say. It's not really a rule, but it's not going to help you if you don't follow it. If you make a clothing set, don't be greedy. Do like pants and hoodie, and then do gloves and boots, and then do, road sign and coffee can helmet, then do high qual. Don't do a pants, boots, shirt, everything all at once, because that's too much. There's usually only 8 places in a week, so to kind of be like, hey, I'm gonna put out like 7-piece set for every event or something, it's just kind of greedy, and it also doesn't help you because it makes you look greedy. So, don't flood the market, guys. That's just kind of a note there to skin creators. I'm sure the community kind of appreciates it too if you take your time. I mean, it doesn't mean you didn't, but if you want to make a full set, space it out, guys. That's what I'm saying here. Don't be greedy, don't flood the market, etc. So some of you might be wondering, hey, there's things missing. That's probably why. You can PM me if you want to. But enough of that, let's get to the actual stuff because we got a lot to cover. First, we've got this awesome burlap suit from Johnny, and burlap never makes it in, and whenever there's a cool burlap set, Helco says, have them make it a hoodie. I don't know, we need burlap. I'm gonna try to convince Helk to start accepting some older stuff, but you guys have to show that you want to buy it. So, but then it's gonna have to be skins you guys like, blah, 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 blah. It's not gonna be an easy ride, guys, but don't worry. I'm gonna try to get some more uncommon items out there, so. Not saying this necessarily, but hey, definitely a very cool set for sure. Next up, we've got the Unicorn Squad long sleeve t-shirt and pants. So again, another thing that's not used very often, which is cool. The whole set's made to look kind of grungy, but I'm not sure. Sometimes the quality looks kind of weird, like back here. I don't know if it's meant to look old or if there's just something screwy with the normals. I'm not 100%. Sure, I think it might be a mix of both, but it's definitely kind of a cool little set. I like the half colors on it, and I definitely wanted to make sure to show this one to you guys this week. Next up, we've got the Road Romeo set, and this one also had a helmet, but like I just kind of explained, so we're only going to be showing the pants and hoodie, and I threw the gloves in there because, 3 submissions, that's about the, line when it comes to clothes. So we've got this really cool set. I love the details on it, and the quality is very high. Back here, Can't Loot My Love. I really like that. I think that's super cool. And we got some flames down here on the pants, lots of zippers and hearts and everything. I think the gloves are pretty cool looking. They've got like the little hearts cut out in the leather. Definitely got a nice little kind of punk rock look to it. Definitely love this set quite a bit. And then of course right here it says BM Valentines, so be my Valentine. So definitely a clever little set. Love the details to this one. Next up, we've got the Love Maker set. It's a hoodie and pants. We've got love written across on there. We've got some pinks and purples, some kind of like little sewn on armor pieces. The hoodie has a big old heart on it. The back's got some Cupid arrows going on. It's kind of patched up and dirty, so it definitely looks like something that would fit in rust. We got some straps with some little heart, like heart, what would you call these? Charms, maybe? And it looks like they're put on with clothespins, so that's kind of cool right there. And, it's a little detail sometimes that makes a difference. You got big, like, neon-looking heart on your butt. And, yeah, it's just altogether a cool little set that definitely screams out Valentine's. Next up, we've got a couple of high-qual sets for you, starting with Milo's Eat Me set, and yeah, it's kind of got this heart/gimp mask thing going on with the face mask. A little bit creepy. Chest piece should look pretty familiar. It's his typical kind of like candy thing. I mean, I think this is like the Easter one, but the strawberry is a strawberry instead of a carrot kind of thing. We got a clothespin with a condom right there, and over here we've got a Cupid's arrow through a chocolate heart with a very small bite taken out of it. Some hearts along the straps, and all the way up to the top we've got kind of that typical candy look from the Easter, but on the sides you've got the pink with the Cupid arrows, and then we've also got some more clothespins that look like they're holding the face mask on. So yeah, this thing's a little bit creepy, but you gotta love kind of the hidden little stuff in it, like the condom, and just, yeah, it's just great. Next up, we got something that doesn't scream Valentine's, but I really dig it, and this is Odyssey's Valentine set, and it's got like some hearts and stuff and some Cupid arrows, and it's got this nice like lavendery purple with this nice white and gold, and it's just very regal looking. I love the kind of detail here, and from the side here this just looks amazing. It's got the kind of little bit of the wing up there behind where the face mask connects to the top, and I just think this thing is just really, really awesome. It has this kind of badass look to it. The back looks like a shield that is in the shape of a heart. I thought that was a very cool effect. And yeah, it's just altogether a very regal and awesome looking thing. And it's Valentine's, but it's different. It's more rust and royalty kind of feeling kind of thing. And I think that's kind of a cool, different take on it. Lastly, for clothing, we've got one more set of high qual for you. This is the Fallen Cupid set, and it's just kind of creepy, man. It's got this creepy mask. It's just great. Again, something that fits Rust really well, and it's got like this curly hair, almost brain looking thing going on up there, and then we've got all the arrows going for the heart. It's just all together, this thing's pretty cool. We got some classic wings there on the back, so this is definitely a crazy cool looking set for sure. Alright guys, so we have got a ton of deployables to show you, mostly doors. So let's go ahead and start on our only wooden door here. This door is brought to us by Fenry. It is the Lovebirds wooden door. I believe the artwork is hand drawn, so that's definitely really cool. Wood doors do have different sides, so this one's got this cool little tree drawn on the back. It's definitely really cool, and I like it quite a bit. Now, of course, these aren't love birds, but they are birds in love. So, you know, don't be confused. Next, we've got a very epic cathedral door, or chapel door. This is the Chapel of Love by M. Damon. Of course, the stained glass glows, which we'll show here at the end, so we can check out all the glowing deployables at once. Next, we've got another door. This one also has a glowing version. It's the Emerald Hearts door by Algorithm. And yeah, it just kind of has a very different look. I don't know if this really fits Rust in my personal opinion, but I think it's a really cool door, and you know, that's just my personal opinion there. I think there might be some people that really like it. Next, this one I just love for the humor. We've got all these little cupids floating around, and they're all wearing HQ masks. One's got an AK, another one has the hunting bow. This one down here's got a sword and hatchet. It is just all together really, really cool. I love the humor. I think Andy Boo did a really good job on it, and of course the name of this is the Guardians of the Heart door. Definitely think this one is a awesome one for sure. Next, we've got kind of just a plain and simple, it kind of looks like just industrial Valentine. That's just the thing that comes to my mind there. It is the Love Dungeon door. And I think that's why it has the industrial sound to it, because dungeon, and then you start to think Rust and Valentine's. I don't know, that's some freaky stuff might be going on. Next, we've got quite a few double doors as well, starting with this one here. It is the Love Keeper doors by Red Rex, and this one actually does have a really cool glow. I can't wait to show you guys. I think that's the main highlight of it. I do like the fact that it's kind of beaten up and very rusty looking. Definitely need more kind of stuff like that. We have a lot of kind of high quality bright things from holidays, and it'd be nice to get some kind of rusty but cool stuff as well. Next, speaking of bright things, this one at least has some wear and tear on it. You can see the scratches, missing parts of what used to be probably the old door, and someone kind of just peeled away the scrap metal and paint, or maybe just even painted over it after peeling the scrap metal. I don't know. But we got this big old heart here. This is the Broken Heart double door by Firefly. Assuming it's called Broken Heart because when you open it, the heart breaks. So there you go. That's definitely a cool little idea. Of course, that happens with that one too. Anywho, this one is probably one of my personal favorites this week. It is the Way to the Heart by Little Ranger, and the glow on this one is amazing. We'll show it to you, but even just in the daylight, the stained glass just looks awesome. Roses and skulls with kisses on them. The whole thing just fits the Valentines and is just really cool. And of course, you've got the heart locks on the door handles, which is cool. Lastly, from La Crempe, we've got the Cupid double door, and this one kind of has like more of a classic look to it. It's got a little heart, but the heart has some bullet wounds. Some of the ones down there do as well. These Cupids, I don't know. I don't know if we can trust them. Are they there to protect or put some more holes in it? Who knows? Next, this guy here is quite a often re-upload, but maybe that means he'll have a chance one day. It is the Master's Furnace by Slimeface, and well, I don't think I have to describe what the theme of this thing is. So, yeah, we'll just take a look at it there. Next, we've got another one, which is a great joke. We've got the love box, and yeah. Tear along the lines, remove insertion circle, place your junk in the box, have your partner open the box. So, and then I think it says play responsibly on there or something responsibly for step 4. If you guys have ever seen the Lonely Island skit on Saturday Night Live of Dick in a Box, well, this is obviously where this one comes from. So, I love the humor of it. I think it fits Rust in its crudeness, but maybe it crosses the line too much. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Next, we've got this super bright heart box. This one is brought to us by Hatson, and it goes along with his set. There is a SAR, I believe, accepted in the game that has part of this. There's also an AK he made, which we'll show you a little bit later. But yeah, it's definitely a very bright and clean look to it. But some people really like that. It just depends, and it's definitely a nice box for sure. Got one last double door because it didn't fit over there. It's this one right here. I really love the kind of like scribbles of it. It reminds me of kind of like maybe High School Love or something. It is the Armor Love by World. So yeah, it's not an armored door, but you know, a door is still armored. And I like all the rivets around it. That kind of gives that, you know, I think that's where the armored hearts are kind of coming from. I think it's a very cool looking door. Love the details, can't talk. Next, we've got some garage doors for you, starting with Retrofit's Amor garage door, not to be confused with armor, and this, I believe, was also spelled Amor, so there we go. It's supposed to be love. And right here we've got actual love birds, and they've got like this little heart in wires around them. It's definitely a cute little garage door. It looks like it was spray painted in game, which is always a cool effect as well. Speaking of things that look spray painted, Stabby has a very cool, it looks like the back of a truck, kind of. You've got a honk if you're, we can guess what the other thing is there. You know, it's not hard to look up what that phrase is. And he actually hand drew this right here, which is really cool. I love when the artists hand draw stuff. And it's just something that looks, it's very rock, punk, and then 70s peace and love. And I think it's just really, really cool. I love the look of it. Next, we've got another garage door. This is the Royal Love garage door. And I think it's really cool. It has kind of like, I don't know, it's just pieced together nicely. It almost kind of reminds me of like Regal, yet there's kind of a carnival feel to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just pulling weird vibes. But it's definitely very cool. You know, you've got your heart here. It's very Valentine's, but also very rusty, you know? Next, we've got some skulls. Everyone loves their skulls. These are holding a rose between their teeth. It's the Chains of Love by City. Definitely a cool garage door. I particularly love the roller. I think that's really epic looking. And yeah, it's just altogether a very, very kind of like badass Valentine's kind of look. Lastly, over here, we've got Love is Inevitable, I think. And this is the... Oh, why is this door not showing up for me? That's weird. It is the Cupido door by 11it. There we go. So there's Cupid. He's got his Thompson AK. And he's shooting down from a cloud to bring love, I guess. I love how the muzzle burst there kind of looks like a heart. So that's definitely cool. Next, we've got a couple sleeping bags, and that'll finish up our deployables. We've got this cute little flamingo bag brought to us by Fora. And yeah, it's this love and flamingos and pink. It all just kind of fits together, you know what I mean? Then over here, we've got the Lovely Dream sleeping bag by Shedma. And I just love it. We've got this little hazmat guy, and he's Cupid, and it just fits all together. Definitely very cool. And then over here, we've got another sleeping bag. This is the Love Sack by Teddy. This one looks like it's made more out of denim. It's old, it fits into the rusty world, but it has a nice little cozy Valentine's feel to it as well. Lastly, you can't have, you know, love without rock and roll. Rock and roll. You know what I mean? So yeah, St. Valentine's Squad. So yeah, if you want to be part of the St. Valentine's Squad, you can go ahead and grab Victor Trigger's St. Valentine's bag, I guess, maybe, if there's a chance. But that's going to do it for the Deployables, guys. So hey, let's just jump straight into these right here with a hammer. There it comes. I was like, with a regular hammer skin, apparently. So this one has an interesting look. It's got that ice hammer, but it's covered by hearts with bat wings. I don't know about this one. It definitely feels kind of weird, but it is definitely unique and interesting, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So yeah, I'm not sure what bat wings and ice and Valentine's all fit all that well together, but it's definitely cool and unique. Next, we've got a couple bows for you, starting with this one. It's got a pretty simple kind of like almost like a wrapping paper copy paste look to the like middle part, but that's like wearing off, and you can see there's actually some hearts like carved into it and everything. And yeah, it's definitely a neat little bow. Now it has a weird name. It's just named Sissy. I'm not sure on that one. It's kind of weird. So, Anywho, moving on. We've got another one for you. It's got some more kind of worn paint, but we've got some wings as well as pink hearts. Go ahead and draw it back here. Take a look around. And then we can go ahead and inspect. There we go. Take a look at the whole length of it there. And this is the Heart Shot Bow by Jessen. Next, we've got a last regular bow for you here, and this one again, it's got some wings, it has some flowers, of course lots of pink, and you know, because pink and Valentine's Day, and it just kind of has like a nice little fade to it. You can see it's been used a lot, and this is Cupid's Bow version 2 by Vitalik. Next, we've got a knife for you. Now this one, I'm kind of hit and miss with it. I really like the design of it, but I think the hearts almost feel like they aren't really on there, or they almost look like they're attached like stickers, but maybe that was the idea, so I didn't want to not show it because of that, if you guys can catch my drift. But yeah, this is the knife of the name I don't remember, so there you go. Live, Laugh, Love knife. There we go. So there you have it. And last for this little group here, we've got a salvage sword for you, and this thing is epic looking. So this guy actually has a cool glow to it, and we didn't show you the Deployables glow yet because of this guy having a glow. And then let's go ahead and take a look at all our others so you can see none of these glow. So we're going to start over here by this box, and it's got all sorts of little hearts, and the love part lights up, which I thought was quite cool. And then Happy Valentine's Day written back here. Check out the furnace and the way it looks here. Oh, and I forgot to show you the hammer does have a little bit of glow. There we go. Boom. Hammer glow. Then over here, look at that. Like I said, so cool. Love it. And then remember I told you this one had a pretty cool glow? Probably not what you expected. You expected the heart to glow or something like that. And this is why I liked it. It's very different. Of course, we got a nice glowing heart in the middle of the dungeon door. As I said, this one has like a faint, like reflective glow to it, which I think is very different and it's very neat. It's not exactly emissive, like you can see the difference, but it's definitely a bit of a glow, which I thought was quite neat. And then of course, you know, that stained glass, it's just so, so beautiful. Oh, and I forgot, we actually have a little glowing heart on one of the bows here. I believe this is the Sissy bow. Alright, next up we've got a couple of saps for you, starting with this one, and it's Cupid's Revenge. And I don't know what Cupid is revenging, but hey, you know, it is what it is. This is created by Dirt. Even down the side here, you kind of have like a cracked a marble look down there, a little heart, and some kind of like a padding with the pink highlight. Oh look, there's an airdrop. And yeah, it's definitely a cool looking little sap for sure. Next, we've got another one here, and this is kind of more like a handmade one, like someone, you know, hand painted and carved it. It is the Wingman by Fenry. And it's got nice little doodles. We've got some wings and some hearts when you aim down the sight there. Go ahead and reload it. Definitely a cool little pistol for sure. Next, from Stabby, we've got a SAR, and this one just kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of candy and love and everything gooey about Valentine's Day. Maybe because it is called the Love SAR. Aiming down the sight, you've got these hot lips staring back at you, which is kind of cool, and then you've got Crazy For You and Big Hug and a bunch of other stuff kind of written on it. And, you know, it's a Valentine's Love SAR. Whoa, that was weird. Next, we've got an AK for you. This one is, we've got so many different ones. What are the names? I believe this is the Heartbreaker by FaZe. Yes, Heartbreaker by FaZe. And aiming down the sides here, you can see the heart is indeed broken. And then we've got some other ones here on the front, and I like the kind of nice padding as well as like the heart. It's almost like a heart camo on the mag there. That's very cool. Love it. Next, we've got the Cupidon? I can never say that right. AK from Bad Trip. This goes along with, I believe, I think he got in a SAR as well at one point. So this is AK. It's very like royal and clean, but it has the, you know, kind of wear and tear on it. In the paint and around things, got your little cupids on it. It's definitely very cool. Aiming down the sides, so you have a little bit of kind of like a tarnished bronze, or maybe it used to be gold at some point, and a little heart staring back at you. And we've got one more AK for you. This one should be quite familiar because I mentioned it earlier when we were looking at the box that goes along with it. This is Hatson's Heart Destroyer AK. Aiming down the sights there, you've got kind of like this overly hand-painted kind of look to the gun. You know, it looks like it's been painted multiple times over. It's been used, but, you know, it still has a very shiny golden wing. You know, you can tell the AK's special to them, but it's seen some battles, you know? Lastly, we've got a few more for you, starting with this M249, and this has that, like, old, like, worn and torn look to it. You can see, like, the gold paint is flaking off on the back of it. It used to be this, like, fancy adorned thing, and it looks like someone just kind of, like, painted hearts over it. It has a very kind of retro look to it, and I really like that. Aiming down the sight, you can see everything's just kind of old and crusty, and, yeah, it's very rusty, and it fits, and that rhymed, so there we go. That's, I think we're gonna end it on that note. Next, we've got a rocket launcher, and it's got all sorts of bright colors. I'm on the fence with this one because I think the fabric part looks kind of weird. I don't know, the rest of the rocket launcher looks a little bit pasted on too, so this one's a hit and miss, but I didn't want to kind of not show it. So this is the Big Love rocket launcher. There we go. Next, we've got two satchels to finish up. If this one ever loads. There we go. And this is the Love Is satchel by Jessen. It says Love Is, and you've got like a naked and a geared guy, and I don't know if they look like they can really trust each other there. And then, let's see, what's it say? For a metal door, and then it says sell. And the only thing is, if you look at the actual bean cans themselves, that Love Is looks very pasted. It doesn't fit as well as it does on the outside of the satchel. Otherwise, I definitely think this is a cool one. There's even some like little engraved parts into the bean cans. You can see like hearts and stuff. That one says love. So there's definitely been some love put into this one. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop with the jokes, guys. Lastly, here's our last satchel. If it ever, there it goes. And this one is, again, it's kind of like, I don't know, I think this one might be overly textured, if you kind of understand what I mean. I love the way the bean cans look. I think it's epic, but the suit just looks kind of a little bit weird, but especially the rose part and the buttons. But altogether, this thing is just really cool, and I wanted to make sure that you guys saw it because, you know, there is definitely some thought put into this one. It's just maybe, I don't know, something, it just looks a little too overly textured, maybe. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. So sound off down in the comment section below which ones you hope to see. I don't know if Helk will be accepting extra skins because it's Valentine's or not. He didn't really give me any details on that. We'll just have to see what happens. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys on Thursday to let you know which ones made it.